Hi everybody. Welcome to podcast numero 17.
Are we on 17 already?
Already?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I lost track at like 3.
Me too.
This is Nick over here.
And this is Sean.
And this is Spencer back from his long hiatus.
Yeah, it was sad to lose I'm eating pizza, but it's good to have Spencer back.
Fuck you.
Did we mention that this is Aredardee?
Yeah, I think we did.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I don't think we did.
Okay. Well,
This
hey, this is Aredardee.
Yeah, we are them. We are they.
Yes.
We are one.
These are they, if you will.
We are the one to bring them all together.
The one podcast to rule them all.
Let's please not get on that.
The one dental plan.
Oh.
Speaking of,
that's...
this is going to be the last podcast of the current format.
Of super long and tangenty. Well, it'll
So,
still be tangenty, but...
Yeah, but it'd be less long.
Yeah, and more based on a couple topics rather than
9.
spanning many.
Right, so less time, more entertainment.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we hope that less time will bring more entertainment. Though it seems like the equation should work the other way, but it does not.
And that's why we should have just kept it on the table.
It's fine. I think this one goes with that, maybe?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
The first 2 lines, yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine.
And what we're talking about is something that Nick and Sean were talking about when I got here earlier. About fill in the blank, guys.
Oh, another possible move to a much larger space.
Which would be great.
Yeah,
Instead
except for the intense heat of the summer and the intense freezing of the winter.
I can deal with the freezing.
Yeah, I get it, yeah.
When I was there the other day, it was fairly warm outside. And it was, like, nice in there.
Okay, all right.
And once we start doing video podcasts, you will see that Sean is like a chihuahua and will be cold in the summer.
But, yeah, we'll be moving to a friend's workshop, which he will be occasionally on the podcast from there on.
A guy named Mike Elliott, you might have seen his name penciled down at the bottom of most of our comics, even though he only wrote like 2 of them.
Yes.
It happens. I wonder if I'm accidentally still doing that. I haven't checked lately.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't be surprised if you were.
Neither would I.
But he's a pretty funny guy. You guys will meet him later on.
And when we actually start doing skits, we'll be able to rely on him to help us.
Will we?
Props and whatnot.
Well, we'll be in the workshop.
Nonsense and whatnot. Remember that show? It was very short-lived. I think there was only 1 episode.
The workshop with a pool.
Yeah, with 2 pools.
Pools, technically. He was talking about taking down that middle wall between them.
Yeah. Oh, making it 1 pool?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was there, but
One slightly larger pool.
Yes. Oh, you know what you did forget to write up there? Your quiz.
No, I got it.
Oh, okay. It's on there. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
oh, there it is.
Yeah, of course I wrote it down because I was drinking NOS with Complex 6 for enhanced mental focus and high performance energy.
Getting that out of the way really quick today.
Yeah.
Yep, done with that.
You should just go on a tangent about NOS for like 5 minutes. Just that would actually be like a commercial plug because
Oh,
I guess we're kind of like radio hosts, though. I mean, you could just go into, you know how radio hosts do, they just throw it out there for a second and then...
I don't like that, though.
I know.
Like, I've never liked that format of just throwing a commercial into your show. Like, no. If you want to do a commercial, do a commercial.
Yeah,
break.
cut away, yeah.
Let me know that
Get
I
up
need
and
to
get a
change the
drink.
station for a minute.
Hell no.
well, I think the only reason they do that is because they pay them more to do that.
Yeah, they do. But still, my point is valid.
Yeah.
Well, your point is valid because you don't like that. But
Yeah, that's all that matters.
like how your ego rode up front today?
Yes.
While me and
Yeah.
Sean rode in the back?
Yeah, we went to get some food for Spencer because he had just gotten off work. And I was driving, and on the way to my car, I called shotgun. So they both got in the back, and my ego rode up front with me. Very unsafe, though. He didn't wear a seatbelt.
No, he did not. But
He's
we
a
didn't get
rebel.
in a wreck, so he's fine. I might kick him later, though. In the face while he's driving.
During the quiz.
Right.
Promotion thing.
Oh, I can't read it. So I'm going to be... The job I'm currently at, which I've been thinking about quitting for like the last month.
Hilarious twist.
So I've been like kind of slacking off at work. And so my boss's boss came up to me. It was like, hey, do you want to be like a boss-like guy in another department? and boss people around. It's like, are you serious? I've been thinking about quitting for the last month, and you're offering me a promotion and full-time job in insurance?
Had you told somebody that you were thinking about quitting?
Mike.
So nobody.
Yeah, pretty much. I was just like throwing around in my head, like figuring out if I could actually pay for things, which I could not. Hence why I did not do that yet. And then he's like, "Oh, hey, you want to do this thing?" And I'm like, "What? What? Oh, okay. Yeah. So I took my resume in. He's like, "This is crappy. I'm going to rewrite it for you." He's going to be the one that decides whether or not I'm hired.
So it sounds like he really wants you.
Yeah.
Since he was willing to write your resume for you before submitting it to himself.
Pretty much. Well, I think there's 2 other people. But I'm 1/3 of the way there with his handwritten, well, not handwritten, his typed out version of my resume.
He doesn't really want the other 2 people to get the job.
No, the other 2 are hiring people. So there's 3 people to decide whether or not I'm hired. I'm 1/3 of the way in, apparently.
I see what you're saying.
Well, I guess I gotta pass a test.
And infuriated.
So you can mark that off now.
Maybe you can do Spencer's idea.
No.
Just walk in there like without and take off your shirt.
No, just
like,
walk in there naked.
He'll be like, "What are you doing?" You can be like, "What do you want me to do?"
Moose stuff. He's like, "Get in the car."
Oh God.
So something I did yesterday was my niece had her 3rd birthday party.
She's only 3?
Yeah, she's 3.
I don't even know who your niece is, so I'm not surprised.
And she had both a piñata and a bounce house.
Not surprised.
Now this got me thinking about my
piñata.
childhood and remembering my birthdays. I didn't get no damn bounce house or a piñata. I got a happy birthday. Now go play in your room. Where were the bounce houses when we were children? Besides not invented yet.
I think it might have been, just not as popular.
We were more like the ball pit era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Yeah, my birthdays normally took place at a campground, fishing and doing all sorts of outdoor-like activities, so...
Sometimes mine were outdoors when I got grounded to outside.
I've always had iffy ones.
Iffy, like...
We didn't know if it was
going
to...
bonfire on a dirt bike, or...
No, like, we didn't know if it was going to snow or not.
Oh, yeah, I guess...
Because November's one of those weird months.
Latter part of the year.
You're like, oh, is it going to snow today?
It never snows in November now.
No, there's occasionally. It'll just be random. It'll be like 80, snow, 80 the next day.
Like the last 3 years, it hasn't snowed until January.
Yeah, I know,
true.
Right?
Like you'll get a little bit of like frost buildup that kind of looks like snow, and that's it. And then January hits and it's like 12 feet of snow.
It's like that since about 2008, after the big ice storm that went through like southern Illinois.
Yeah. That was a beautiful storm. I got some really awesome pictures. I was like the first person out at Foundation Park.
I sent Sean a picture that I took of it. It traumatized him.
Of the storm?
Yes.
Did it? Did I block this out?
That's how traumatic it was.
Apparently it was horribly traumatic. So on the way to the new location, there's some interesting scenery. Most of it is nothingness.
Yeah.
Just fields and
tree lines.
Some railroad tracks.
But there's this one specific thing.
Got derailed.
Yeah.
A few years ago, within 5 years ago.
There are a few houses. Sean, would you like to describe those houses?
They're on stilts. That's the only way I can really describe it. It's for flooding, I know that.
But we're pretty sure only one guy lives there.
And owns like 6 houses, technically.
They're all on
one
stilts.
of them is a lodge.
Yeah, one of them's probably a lodge. I'll give you that. He probably rents it out and be like, hey. But there's
probably
one.
Still the one guy.
Yeah.
He owns
all 6 houses on stilts.
Because
it's like, we're going to a parade.
Because there's just one house that sits higher than the rest. And he's like, I'm never going to get flooded. Ever. And the other ones, apparently, I don't want to be on that first floor. Because most of them are 2-story houses even.
Yeah, I know, which is weird.
Like, who would want... And they're just like on 4 posts. One's got the 5th one in the middle, occasionally.
Well, they have the trestle...
the
braces
thingies
for in-betweens.
But I still wouldn't want a house on stilts.
Neither would I.
I basically lived on a house on stilts once. It had a garage underneath it, but I don't think it was resting on any of the walls. Honestly, I don't think it was. And there was 4 of us that lived in it, and it was a 2-bedroom house.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But when I wrote it down on the docket, I accidentally wrote horses on stilts. And I just keep imagining that.
Can horses even be on stilts?
That was the first question.
Yeah, that was the question.
I know, that's what I was getting at. And speaking of questions, what else? I mean, oh yeah, there was one more thing we were going to talk about before the quiz.
No, that's it.
No, there's one thing after the quiz.
Yeah, there's one thing after the quiz.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Put it,
We can put it before.
Obviously.
But that was like the perfect segue, and he ruined it.
Yeah,
man.
Good job. We need I'm eating pizza back.
Fuck you guys. Fucking slash you. Oh, the thing I was going to talk about was I was sitting here on my computer before we got on here because I was bringing up the list of questions for Nick because I set up a little bit of a new format for the questions. And I got on my Facebook real quick and I was like, oh, I got a couple messages, and I clicked on it, and the first thing that I see is a picture of Tony the Tiger kneeling down waving at 2 kids. And I read above it because I didn't look at the text first. I was automatically drawn to the orange of the picture. And it says, look at what I've resorted to for money. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. I bet I lost 20 pounds in that suit. LOL. And I haven't at this point looked to see who it is. It's my fucking mother. My mother.
Your mom is Tony the Tiger.
Yes. It's like how kids...
That's great.
That's actually something that she said.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, and you're trying to pull a Sean pun. But it's like when kids think that the Tooth Fairy is real, and it's really your parents. Apparently this whole time, Tony the Tiger has been one of my parents. For real.
Frosted Flakes will never taste the same.
No, they will not. They'll taste like... I'm not even going to say it. I was going to say leathery handbag. I said it, okay?
Old Italian ladies.
Sicilian, but...
Whatever. That area.
It's not the same area, though.
Yeah, whatever.
It pretty much is.
That side of the world.
No, because I don't even want to...
She's practically Chinese.
Right. Let's just go there.
I was at least a little closer.
What's geography?
It's like how they call the Middle East Lesser Asia.
Sure.
Who calls it that?
Nobody. I'm just saying. I was just throwing a horrible metaphor out there. I had to. Now people are going to start calling it that.
It's going to spread like wildfire.
That'd be awesome.
Gonna see it
When
on
somebody
Fox
asks me
News.
about it, I will know. Because I know it all.
Yeah, do you?
I do.
Do we want to test
Let's
that?
test this.
Okay, all right.
Now I'm going to fail.
There we go. We actually had another good segue back into the thing we originally had the segue for.
Yay.
So your first question is, Nick, number 1 on the list. Starting it off.
That's
Going
usually
from
what
first
number
to
1
last.
does.
I know. I'm just talking shit. What is the top-selling video game of all time?
Of all time?
Of all time.
Super Mario Brothers.
Wrong.
I was taking a guess.
Yeah, I know. It is Wii Sports.
Really?
Yes, with 81.16. I don't know how they got the .16 million copies sold.
You know, I don't think that counts because I think that's usually included in the Wii bundle.
It did count though.
I don't think
That's
it
what I'm
should.
saying.
What was the second? Do you know? Do you
That's
have that
that's
information?
A bonus question for later. Well, we'll do that now. What is the second and the third most selling video games of all time?
I'm still gonna guess Super Mario Brothers for one of them.
Which one?
2.
That is correct.
Awesome.
With 40.24 million copies sold.
And let's see the other
That's
one.
a lot less.
Call of Duty.
Nope. They're all 3 Nintendo games.
Really?
Yeah, the third one is Mario Kart Wii for the Nintendo Wii. 33.6 million copies sold.
That wasn't my favorite Mario Kart.
I like Double Dash.
Yeah.
Double Dash was
GameCube.
okay, but I liked the 64 was probably my favorite one.
I don't remember that one very much.
I don't remember the exact title of it, but the one that was on 64 is my favorite.
So you got 1 point so far?
Oh, I guess we can keep a tally this time.
Um,
Where'd those things go?
I
yeah,
have a
'cause
pen.
Yeah, we got a
I have a
pen.
new way of setting up bonus points, so... you know, my backpack, you know, it has like all types of utensils on the back of it, but you know.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then there's, you could have carved it with the screwdriver.
Here, I
Yeah,
have this box cutter. I'll just, carve little lines in my arm.
Okay,
I don't
for
think
every
that'll cut
point.
anything, though. Oh, yeah, we discussed that might cut someone. Okay, so Nick got
1 point.
1 point. Tally.
Okay, so your next question is not really a question, more of a spelling question. Spell
Team
mnemonic.
Nellips.
Yeah. Yeah, you and Sean. Spell it backwards. Spell mnemonic backwards.
Oh, God.
I'm just playing.
I
Go
can't
ahead.
spell it forward. I think it starts with a P. P-N-E-U-M-O-N-I-C.
You got the last 5 letters right. It is M-N-E-M-O-N-I-C.
Starts with an N, really?
M.
M?
M-N-E-M-O-N-I-N-C.
The hell kind of language is that?
And I said I-N-C, and it's just I-C. That is how it's spelled. Because I had to look it up 3 or 4 times. I thought it started with a P. I was apparently wrong. Your bonus question for the spelling is, what does mnemonic mean?
Demonic. Something with numbers? A way of organizing with numbers?
Is that your final guess?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. Mnemonic is any learning technique that aids in information retention.
Yeah.
See, and I thought
Yeah,
you would
I
know that.
remember.
That's why I threw that in there as a bonus question.
You got 1 point so far.
Points don't matter.
All right, this is whose line is it all over again? Now, your last question is a multi-part question with a bonus thrown at the end. Name 4 of the 7 wonders of the ancient world.
Okay, Sphinx,
No.
Pyramids of Giza.
Yes, there's
Okay.
1 point.
Um,
No, he only gets a point if he gets 4 of the 7.
I know, I'm just marking him. How
the
many he's got?
Colossus,
That's 2.
the library, the Great Library.
No.
The Great Lighthouse.
Yes. I'm just going through civilization. One.
No, I actually did know these at one point.
I'm just messing with you.
When we talked earlier, and Stonehenge isn't one of them.
Yes.
Which surprised me, actually.
Yeah, that's a big surprise for me too. Great Wall.
Nope.
Now you're going through civilization, aren't you?
No, I thought that was one too.
I think Stonehenge is actually a wonder in the newer civilizations, but I'm not sure.
It is.
I was saying I
Yeah.
wouldn't quote that, but
This what is it called? The Citadel. I can't remember what the word is.
what is this, Fallout 3?
No. I used to play a game and they had these. These were like your home base. Ziggurat? I don't know. I don't know the last one. Or the other. I got 3.
Yeah, you got 3.
You need
So I
one
don't know
more.
the other 4. I thought the Sphinx was one.
Nope. Because I looked them up twice because I thought this list was kind of... But they have them... They changed how they've listed them now. I think they also include the Sphinx and the Great Pyramids. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look that up. I didn't even think about that. But it's not one of the 7 ancient wonders of the world.
I thought. Did I guess the library?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Because you got the Colossus, the Lighthouse,
And the pyramids.
and the Pyramids, yes.
I was about to do that too. The Jeopardy theme song.
That is of the modern world.
That is a wonder of the world. Everybody knows that. Never watched Jeopardy.
Wonder of the modern world.
Yeah.
We just... Are you done?
Yeah, I guess I can't think of any other
Okay,
ones.
so you can't... Since you can't think of any more, then... The other ones were the Hanging Gardens of Babylon,
Oh yeah, yeah. It
the
was.
Temple of Artemis, the Statue of Zeus, and the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus.
Did you just turn into me for a second?
Pretty much. Halicarnassus.
Okay.
And you know, out of the ones that you named, can you tell me where they're located for bonus points? You named
The
the pyramids?
Colossus is in Rhodes.
Yes, so that's another point.
Pyramids of Giza.
Yeah, okay, that's another point.
Which one? Which was the other one? I guess.
Lighthouse?
Lighthouse. I'm gonna guess Athens.
Incorrect.
It's in the Mediterranean.
You want to take a guess of famous Greek general? Or he was I guess he was a general. He didn't ever really become a Caesar.
Well, Greek didn't have anything to do with Caesars.
Oh, that's not what I meant. He didn't really become an emperor. He stayed a general pretty much. He conquered
Spartacus.
He conquered from Greece all the way to India.
Alexandria.
There you go.
Yeah, because everything was feminine.
Yeah. And that's
Do you know what his horse was named?
probably Alexandria.
No.
Oh wow. What was the name?
I love myself so much I named my horse after myself.
Right. Actually, every city that he
Yeah.
conquered, he
did.
renamed it.
And there was
Alexandria.
like tons and tons of Alexandrias.
Yes.
I bet that got really confusing.
He was like New Alexandria, new Alexandria.
Alexandria
No,
Junior.
not really. Right. Alexandria the Third.
Just go to Alexandria. Which one?
There was
Right.
an anime that was based on him back in the day. I don't remember what it was called. It was pretty good though.
I'm gonna guess it was called Alexandria.
I think it was called Alexander the Great, actually.
And that wraps up the quiz.
You got some markings on a paper. Those were your bonus ones.
So I got-
You didn't get that.
No. So then he got 4 points altogether.
Out of how many?
A possible. Oh, I closed it. Damn it.
Impossible, nothing
You didn't get spelling.
Okay.
at all.
So 1, 2, 3, and then bonus points would have been. 4,
Why does
5,
mnemonic
6,
start with an
7,
M?
9. He could have got 9 more bonus points.
Did you spell check that?
Yes. Yes, it's in a Word document.
You almost got half.
Points don't matter.
They're all made up.
I win. I got 1. That's a victory.
It's getting hot in this room.
What are we at? It is kind of toasty.
We're at wrapping up time for me because it's way too hot in this room
Yeah.
now. I even got the window open
You
and
guys
it's
doing anything after this?
Yeah, but since it's just the one window, there's no current.
yeah. I would figure at least a breeze would come in on my back.
No,
now that it's just
not
taking
much.
whatever
And you know,
is left.
It's like
there's
pulling
an
the
air
heat.
conditioner in the
It's
other
like
window.
pulling the
Yeah.
heat from outside.
We are
What little
3
heat is left, and just bringing it in
adults in a fucking 6x8 room
with a computer and a dying.
2 computers.
No, I'm not counting that as a computer anymore.
That
Yeah,
It's actually just a small heater with a screen.
basically.
it does.
Right.
It's at
Man,
167
sometimes works on
degrees.
It's what?
At 167 degrees.
The computer.
Yeah,
Is?
it's always been runs that hot. I don't know why. Ever since I got it.
My eyes are wide.
That could explain the battery.
It wasn't on when the battery did that.
Yeah, the battery was just chilling, like a villain.
The battery
In
was
the-
also dead.
Kremlin.
Before.
Even though that doesn't rhyme.
It's kind of a forced rhyme.
Yeah, I know.
Wrap up time.
All right, thanks for listening, guys. If you like us, give us a like. Ask your friends to come and like us as well. I will personally give you a high five. Because people still do that, right?
No.
High fives.
No. Just give it
Occasionally, when no one's looking.
up.
I will
Elevated hand slap,
send
so
you
do I.
a hand-drawn like. Also, keep in mind, Sean is the artist, not myself.
So I'll give you.
It'll actually just be a picture of Nick's hand giving you a thumbs up.
And I mean, I'm going to have to spend gas going to Walmart and then printing it out there, so...
Go ahead and donate.
Right. You'll pay for the picture you're getting. That'd be great.
We'll quote unquote call it free
Yeah.
if you donate.
It's free. Asterisk.
Right.
With 4 small donations of
$29.99
9.
plus tax, shipping, and handling.
Then you'll be given the link on how to get the picture.
And this is when we become con artists.
Right. Hey.
If anybody
Gotta
sends
do
us
what you
that,
gotta do.
you're bad.
Right.
Because you're not
You
getting it.
deserve what's happening to you.
So this has been us, the
Yep.
3 guys in a room.
I usually-
entirely too hot.
I usually go by Nick, which has suddenly cooled down a little bit.
I don't.
I got
Or
a
is that just
slight
me?
breeze.
Yeah, it was a nice breeze. Very welcome.
Yeah.
Too bad it's too late.
Yeah,
Yes,
too bad
but
it's very too
but
late.
yeah, this is Nick.
This is Sean.
This is also Nick.
Okay.
Well, now I'm confused.
All right, and we are signing off. See ya.
Oh boy.